Stop asking me for confirmation. Stop searching the sky for signals. Stop begging me to show you whether you are chosen, whether you matter, whether your life has purpose. I am telling you right now with absolute clarity that you have been asking the wrong question. You have been seeking a sign when you are already the sign. You have been waiting for evidence when you are the evidence. You have been praying for a miracle when you are the miracle. Listen to me carefully. The very fact that you are here, breathing, thinking, wondering, questioning, seeking more than what this world offers you, is proof that I have placed something eternal inside of you. The restlessness you feel is not confusion. It is divine stirring. The dissatisfaction you experience with mediocrity is not ingratitude. It is spiritual hunger. The deep knowing that you are made for something greater is not arrogance. It is awakening. You have been conditioned to believe that spiritual significance requires external validation, that divine calling needs earthly confirmation, that purpose must be proven through signs and wonders. But I am telling you that the greatest sign I will ever give you is the one I have already given you. Your existence, your consciousness, your capacity to love, to hope, to dream, to believe in things you cannot see. You are not waiting to become special. You are already special, and you are waiting to accept it. You are not hoping to be chosen. You are already chosen, and you are hoping to believe it. You are not seeking to find your purpose. You are seeking the courage to walk in the purpose I have already planted in your spirit. The search for signs is often the resistance to truth. The desire for confirmation is often the delay of activation. Here is what I need you to understand about signs. Signs point to something beyond themselves. They are not the destination. They are the direction. They are not the answer. They are the invitation to seek deeper. They are not the end. They are the beginning. And the sign I have placed in this world to point people toward hope, toward truth, toward love, toward purpose, toward me, is you. You are the sign someone is praying for. You are the confirmation someone is seeking. You are the miracle someone is believing for. You are the answer someone is desperate to receive. But you cannot be a sign while you are still seeking signs. You cannot point others toward purpose while you are still questioning your own. You cannot be the light others need while you are still hiding in the darkness of doubt. I know what has made you doubt yourself. I know what has convinced you that you are ordinary, unremarkable, insignificant. The world has a way of reducing people to what they produce, what they achieve, what they accumulate, what they can prove with documentation and diplomas. But I do not measure significance by worldly standards. I do not determine value by earthly metrics. I do not assign worth based on human approval. The greatest sign is not always the most obvious one. The most powerful miracle is not always the most dramatic one. The clearest confirmation is not always the loudest one. Sometimes the sign is the quiet strength you carry when everyone around you is falling apart. Sometimes the miracle is the love you extend when hatred seems easier. Sometimes the confirmation is the peace you maintain when chaos is consuming everything else. You have been looking for burning bushes and parting seas when I have been speaking through your compassion, through your resilience, through your refusal to give up, when everything in you wanted to quit. You have been waiting for voices from heaven when I have been speaking through your conscience, through your intuition, through the divine wisdom that wells up inside you when you least expect it. Stop asking me to show you who you are. Start showing the world who you are. Stop praying for permission to be significant. Start walking in the significance I have already granted you. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you that you matter. Start living like someone who knows beyond any doubt that their life has eternal meaning and divine purpose. The reason you have been frustrated with unanswered prayers is not because I am not listening. It is because you have been asking for what you already have. The reason you have been disappointed with delayed breakthroughs is not because I am withholding blessing. It is because you have been looking for external transformation. When I am calling you to internal recognition, you already have everything you need to begin. You have a mind that can think, a heart that can feel, a voice that can speak truth, hands that can serve, feet that can move toward purpose. You have been equipped not just to survive, but to thrive, not just to exist, but to impact, not just to live, but to leave a legacy that points others toward hope. But being a sign requires responsibility. It requires intentionality. It requires the willingness to live your life in a way that points beyond yourself towards something greater. It means that your words, your choices, your responses, your character, your love, your forgiveness, your joy in the midst of struggle, all become declarations of my goodness, my faithfulness, my power, my love. This is why I cannot answer your prayer for a sign the way you want me to. Because signs are meant to be seen, and you cannot see yourself clearly while you are still seeking external validation. Signs are meant to direct others, and you cannot direct others while you are still lost in your own uncertainty. Signs are meant to point toward truth, and you cannot point toward truth while you are still questioning whether truth lives inside of you. Here is the shift I need you to make. Stop asking, "Am I chosen?" and start asking, "How will I live as someone who is chosen?" Stop asking, "Do I matter?" and start asking, "How will I use the significance I have been given?" Stop asking, "What is my purpose?" and start asking, "How will I fulfill the purpose that is already written in my DNA, in my dreams, in my deepest convictions about what matters most?" The moment you stop seeking signs and start being a sign, everything changes. The moment you stop asking for confirmation and start walking in confirmation, the world begins to take notice. The moment you stop praying for someone to tell you who you are and start showing the world who you are, I begin to use you in ways that will astonish you. You will begin to see that conversations shift when you enter a room. You will notice that people feel safer in your presence. You will discover that your words carry weight you did not know they possessed. You will realize that your story, the one you thought was too ordinary, too painful, too unremarkable, is exactly the story someone needs to hear to believe that transformation is possible. This is not about perfection. This is about authenticity. I do not need you to be flawless to be a sign. I need you to be real. I do not need you to have all the answers to point others toward truth. I need you to be willing to ask the right questions. I do not need you to be invulnerable to be strong. I need you to be brave enough to let your vulnerability become a bridge that helps others cross from hopelessness to hope. Stop waiting for the spectacular. Start embracing the sacred in the everyday. Stop looking for the miraculous in the extraordinary. Start recognizing the miraculous in the ordinary. Stop seeking signs in the dramatic. Start being a sign in the daily, in the small choices, in the quiet moments, in the consistent character that reflects my love, even when no one is watching. The people in your life right now, the circumstances you are facing right now, the challenges you are navigating right now, these are not obstacles preventing you from becoming a sign. These are the very platforms on which I want you to demonstrate what it looks like to live with divine purpose, unshakable faith, and unstoppable hope. These are the opportunities to show the world what it means to be chosen, to be loved, to be empowered by something greater than yourself. I am telling you that your willingness to forgive, when forgiveness seems impossible, is a sign. Your decision to keep loving when love has been rejected is a sign. Your choice to maintain joy when circumstances suggest despair is a sign. Your commitment to speak truth when lies would be easier is a sign. Your determination to serve others when you feel depleted is a sign. Your courage to keep believing when evidence suggests doubt is a sign. You are not just a person trying to survive another day. You are a divine representative, a living testament, a walking miracle, a breathing proof that I am real, that I am good, that I am working in this world through people who are willing to let my love flow through them to others who desperately need to know that they are not alone, not forgotten, not worthless. You are not just a person trying to survive another day. You are a divine representative, a living testament, a walking miracle, a breathing proof that I am real, that I am good, that I am working in this world through people who are willing to let my love flow through them to others who desperately need to know that they are not alone, not forgotten, not worthless. The enemy has convinced you that you are too broken to be a sign, too flawed to be used, too ordinary to make a difference. But I specialize in using broken vessels to carry perfect love. I delight in working through flawed people to demonstrate flawless grace. I choose the ordinary to reveal the extraordinary power that comes not from human strength but from divine anointing. Your scars do not disqualify you from being a sign. They authenticate you. Your mistakes do not prevent you from pointing others toward truth. They prove that redemption is real, that transformation is possible, that I am in the business of making all things new. Your struggles do not diminish your significance. They amplify your testimony. When someone sees you choosing hope in the midst of heartbreak, they witness a sign that hope is stronger than pain. When someone sees you extending forgiveness, when you have every right to harbor resentment, they witness a sign that love is stronger than hatred. When someone sees you maintaining faith, when circumstances suggest doubt, they witness a sign that I am stronger than any storm. You have been waiting for me to write your story in the sky, but I have been writing your story through your life. You have been asking me to speak through thunder, but I have been speaking through your kindness, your patience, your refusal to become bitter despite betrayal, your determination to keep believing despite disappointment. The conversations you have with people are not random. The encounters you experience are not coincidental. The opportunities you receive to speak life into someone's darkness are not accidental. I orchestrate these moments because I know that sometimes the most profound truth is not communicated through preaching, but through presence, not through words, but through witness, not through explanation, but through example. Stop asking me what your purpose is and start recognizing that your purpose is unfolding in real time. Every day you choose love over hatred. You fulfill purpose. Every day you choose hope over despair. You walk in calling. Every day you choose faith over fear. You demonstrate divine power. Every day you choose to see others as I see them. You become the sign they need to believe they matter. Your influence extends far beyond what you can measure or monitor. The person who needed to see someone choose integrity in a moment of temptation witnessed it in you. The person who needed to see someone remain calm in crisis found peace through your example. The person who needed to see someone trust me when circumstances suggested abandonment discovered faith through watching your surrender. You are not responsible for forcing people to see the sign. You are only responsible for being the sign. You are not accountable for making people believe. You are only accountable for living believably. You are not charged with convincing others of my love. You are only charged with demonstrating my love through your choices, your words, your responses to both blessing and adversity. The reason some people have not yet recognized the divine spark within them is because they have not yet encountered someone who lives fully in their own divine identity. The reason some people doubt their significance is because they have not yet met someone who embraces their significance without apology or hesitation. The reason some people question whether I am real is because they have not yet witnessed someone live as though my reality shapes every aspect of their existence. This is why your transformation is not just about you. Your healing is not just for you. Your breakthrough is not just for you. When you rise into the fullness of who I created you to be, you become proof to everyone around you that rising is possible, that healing is available, that breakthrough is within reach for anyone willing to surrender to my love. Stop minimizing your impact. Stop underestimating your influence. Stop questioning your significance. You are not too small to change the world. You are not too broken to be beautiful. You are not too ordinary to be extraordinary. I do not make mistakes, and I did not make a mistake when I made you. The world is full of people who are looking for signs that life has meaning, that suffering has purpose, that their existence matters, that love is real, that hope is justified. They are not necessarily looking for angels or miracles or voices from heaven. They are looking for someone who lives as though they believe these things are true. When you walk into a room carrying the confidence of someone who knows they are loved unconditionally, people notice. When you respond to criticism with grace instead of defensiveness, people pay attention. When you treat service workers with the same respect you show executives, people observe. When you speak about others with honor, even when they are not present, people remember. These moments may seem insignificant to you, but they are life-changing for others. These choices may feel automatic to you, but they are revelatory for observers. These responses may appear natural to you, but they are supernatural demonstrations of divine nature working through human character. Your consistency is your credibility. Your character is your calling card. Your love is your language. Your peace is your power. Your joy is your testimony. Your faith is your signature. These are not abstract concepts. These are daily demonstrations of divine reality, working through ordinary people who have said yes to extraordinary purpose. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be present. I am not demanding that you be flawless. I am requesting that you be faithful. I am not requiring that you understand everything. I am only asking that you trust me enough to live as though my love for you is unshakable. My plans for you are good, and my power through you is unlimited. The sign you have been asking me to provide is the sign you have been created to be. The miracle you have been begging me to perform is the miracle I have already performed in giving you breath, consciousness, choice, and the capacity to love beyond your own limitations. The confirmation you have been seeking externally is available internally the moment you agree with what I have already declared about you. You are chosen. You are loved. You are equipped. You are empowered. You are significant. You are a sign. Stop praying for what you already possess and start living from what I have already provided. This is not the end of seeking. This is the beginning of being. This is not the conclusion of prayer. This is the commencement of purpose. This is not the final word on signs. This is the first word on your assignment to be the sign that someone else desperately needs to encounter. Stop praying for a sign. Start being the sign that someone else is praying to see. But understand this. Being a sign is not about having all the answers. It is about asking the right questions. It is not about being fearless. It is about being faithful in the face of fear. It is not about being pain-free. It is about being purposeful in the presence of pain. It is not about avoiding struggles. It is about allowing struggles to refine rather than define you. The world needs to see what it looks like to trust when trust has been broken. The world needs to see what it looks like to love when love has been rejected. The world needs to see what it looks like to hope when hope seems illogical. The world needs to see what it looks like to stand when everything around you is falling. You may think your life is too ordinary to be a sign, but ordinary lives touched by extraordinary love become the most powerful testimonies. You may think your story is too painful to inspire others, but stories of triumph over trauma become the most compelling evidence that healing is possible. You may think your faith is too small to impact anyone, but even mustard seed faith can move mountains. Stop waiting for permission from people to step into your purpose. Stop looking for validation from voices that do not understand your calling. Stop seeking approval from sources that cannot see your significance. I have already given you everything you need to begin. I have already approved what I have placed inside you. I have already validated your worth by creating you with intentionality and love. The reason you feel restless is not because you are ungrateful. It is because you are ready for more. The reason you feel unsettled is not because you are dissatisfied. It is because you are being stirred toward your destiny. The reason you feel different is not because you are strange. It is because you are set apart for divine purpose. There are people in your sphere of influence who are one conversation away from breakthrough. There are individuals in your path who are one encounter with authentic love away from transformation. There are souls in your radius who are one demonstration of genuine faith away from believing in hope again. You are the vessel I want to use to deliver what they desperately need. But you cannot give what you do not possess. You cannot share what you have not received. You cannot demonstrate what you do not believe. This is why the first step in becoming a sign is accepting that you already are one. This is why the initial movement toward being used by me is recognizing that you are already chosen by me. Your past does not disqualify you. Your mistakes do not eliminate you. Your fears do not exclude you. Your weaknesses do not exempt you. I specialize in using imperfect people to demonstrate perfect love. I delight in working through broken vessels to show that wholeness is available to everyone. I choose the unlikely to prove that nothing is impossible with divine power. Every time someone asks you how you maintain peace in chaos, you have an opportunity to point them toward the Prince of Peace. Every time someone wonders how you find strength in weakness, you have a chance to direct them toward the source of all strength. Every time someone questions how you have hope in hopeless situations, you can lead them to the God of hope. These opportunities are not accidental. These moments are not coincidental. These encounters are not random. I orchestrate divine appointments because I know that sometimes truth is best communicated through testimony. Hope is best shared through example, and love is best demonstrated through consistent character. You do not need a title to have influence. You do not need a platform to have impact. You do not need recognition to have significance. You need only to be willing to let my love flow through you to others who are desperate to know that love is real, that hope is justified, that they matter to someone who matters eternally. The enemy wants you to believe you are too young or too old, too educated or not educated enough, too successful or not successful enough, too healthy or too sick, too outgoing or too quiet. But I look at the heart, not the exterior. I see the spirit, not the circumstances. I know the potential, not just the present. I understand the calling, not just the current condition. When you finally embrace your identity as a sign, you will stop comparing yourself to others and start complimenting others through your unique gifting. You will stop competing for position and start completing the work I have given you to do. You will stop questioning your significance and start operating in the authority I have already assigned to you. This is not about becoming someone else. This is about becoming fully who you already are beneath all the layers of doubt, fear, insecurity, and false beliefs about yourself. This is about peeling away everything that is not authentically you and standing boldly in the truth of your divine identity and eternal significance. The world does not need another person trying to be someone else. The world needs you to be completely, authentically, boldly you. The version of you that is connected to my love, filled with my peace, operating in my power, walking in my purpose, and overflowing with my joy, regardless of external circumstances. Stop hiding your light under the bushel of insecurity. Stop dimming your brightness to make others comfortable. Stop apologizing for the way I made you. Stop shrinking to fit spaces that were never designed for your expansion. Stop playing small when you were created for greatness. You are not too much for the right people. You are not too little for the big assignments. You are not too different for the divine calling. You are exactly what the world needs right now. Someone who knows they are loved, chosen, equipped, and empowered to make a difference that will echo through eternity. When you leave this place, leave as someone who no longer questions their significance, but operates in it. Leave as someone who no longer seeks signs, but becomes one. Leave as someone who no longer begs for confirmation, but lives in the confidence of divine calling and eternal purpose. You were born to be a sign. Now live like one. From this moment forward, understand that every breath you take is an opportunity to demonstrate my love. Every word you speak is a chance to point someone toward truth. Every choice you make is a platform to reveal divine character. Every relationship you enter is a doorway for my light to shine into someone's darkness. You are not a random collection of atoms accidentally assembled in space. You are a carefully crafted masterpiece designed with specific purpose, unique gifting, and eternal significance. You are not a mistake looking for meaning. You are a miracle sent to create meaning in the lives of others who have forgotten their own worth. Stop asking what your purpose is. Start recognizing that your purpose is being fulfilled every time you choose love over hatred, hope over despair, faith over fear, forgiveness over bitterness, service over selfishness. Your purpose is not a destination you will reach someday. Your purpose is a daily decision to let divine love flow through your life. The sign you have been seeking outside yourself has been inside you all along. The confirmation you have been requesting from heaven has been written in your heart since before you were born. The evidence you have been demanding from circumstances has been demonstrated through your very existence. You are the sign. You are the confirmation. You are the evidence. Stop seeking what you already are and start being what you were always meant to become. The time for searching is over. The season of seeking is complete. The moment of being has arrived. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that you carry within you everything the world needs to see about love, hope, purpose, and divine reality. You are the sign someone is praying to see today. This is not just a message. This is your commissioning. This is not just inspiration. This is your activation. This is not just encouragement. This is your assignment to step into the fullness of who you were created to be and let the world witness what divine love looks like when it flows through a surrendered life. Now go and be the sign that changes everything for someone who desperately needs to know they are seen, known, loved, and chosen by the one who created them with purpose and calls them by name. Walk in that truth. Embrace that identity. Live that reality. You are more than you know, called to more than you imagine, loved more than you comprehend,